Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Let's take a look at Avalanche, see how far down it's going to go or if it's going to continue back up here. Actually did fairly well when Bitcoin pumped, came up to this local descending trend line, essentially that liquidation range in the $23 mark. Doesn't look like all the liquidation has been swept yet though, at least we'll double check that, but that could factor in here for us. So if you're new to the channel, just want to say, hey, welcome aboard. If you want to become a better trader, CryptoCache.tech is the site, link down below. Don't forget to hit the like button every time you watch my video. It really helps grow the channel and more importantly, get this in front of people who deserve not to, to get destroyed by the market. Quick little congrats to our community. We took some nice profits again on a Bitcoin short, 20% last night. Actually, no, that happened this morning. My Premium Plus group though, holy cow. A lot of good trades here. XRP, ETH, Link, Cardano, Bitcoin, and maybe a few others too. ADA, Solana, Matic. Yeah, so good stuff there. Congrats to our community members for some healthy profits. Let's look at the liquidation levels. That $23 mark is still there. So 23.05, a little more specific, 23 even. We can see a lot of liquidation left. So what does that imply? That implies the price is probably not done continuing higher just yet. Bitcoin holds 60,000. I think AVAX will probably be able to sweep that $23 mark. Keep in mind, it's really common for the price action to sweep that level and then to just turn right back around. So I'm not saying we're just gonna drop to the ground after that, but it wouldn't be surprising if the price does pull back harder as a result of doing that. Anyways, that's a possibility. So this scenario still kind of exists in a way where we could possibly see the price come up to 23 and reject. We got our 0.382 fib level right at the top shelf of this liquidation range. So we'll go ahead and see what that looks like here for us. What we probably wanna do here is draw some smaller fib levels too for us and kind of see what's going on for this more recent increase. Okay, because we know 23.30, that $23 mark is a heavy resistance. So we'll talk about that, but we'll also go ahead and draw out some new fibs too. So daily time frame, we are above, sorry, correction, all the moving averages are above the price action, generally unfavorable, reinforcing resistance for us above the price. Keep in mind this descending trend line is used for, like I think on a 4-hour time frame, I was able to draw that out. It includes candle wicks, but the candle bodies haven't closed above that level yet. So just keep in mind we're above that. But most moving averages, specifically the 20-day SMA, often run concurrent with descending trends. So while we may break above this, it's not going to be like a definitive line in the sand. A lot of times they want to align with the moving averages. So we're going to pay attention to that and draw that out later once that occurs. So at this point though, everything's kind of looking bearish on the daily time frame. Most coins are like this though. Even strong coins are like rejecting at 50 in the RSI. So we're still not seeing a nice reversal just yet. Keep in mind Bitcoin in the 60,000 range again. Decent chance we're going to see some rallies from altcoins, possibly even this weekend, but we got to pay attention to Bitcoin dominance and see if Bitcoin dominance keeps going up. Really, we're probably going to see a red weekend again, okay? So pay attention to that. I'll post some updates, of course, tomorrow and throughout the weekend kind of regarding that, but for the most part, it's not favorable. Let's go ahead and draw out our fib levels here, just from the local lows to the local highs, and kind of get perspective on how much further back this could pull if it were to. So again, we got this current little ascending trend that's positive. We want to stay above that guy. That's an important thing. We got our macro descending trend that's running concurrent with the 50-day SMA on the 4-hour. Also important to recognize that we're still below that. And if we do take a look here, I'll go ahead and remove these guys here. We can see a fair value gap as low as $20.70, right there to 0.382. So just kind of thinking out loud here, this seems like a logical place for the price action to either A, break to the upside, or B, the price action rejects out, continues lower. Okay, so I think we got a smart, or just more importantly, a larger consideration for support at $20.70, but also possibility the price continues lower too, because a lot of times these pullbacks will go to 0.5, 0.6, and I think $19.50/$20, that little range there, is probably the worst case scenario for AVAX. Okay, again, just depends on how much further down this goes. If Bitcoin does end up pulling back down lower, under 60,000, we'll probably see that. I think if Bitcoin holds 60,000, we'll probably see $23 swept here soon. Okay, what are we looking at here? Well, we're kind of above 50 on the RSI. This is actually awesome. We don't really see this too often. I haven't seen this yet on a lot of other coins, rather. And what that basically just means is bouncing off 50 on the RSI is a good consideration for either a long or just reinforcing a support. We can see that support here with the 20-day SMA. So until we lose, I would say 50 on the RSI or break below $21.50, then I think we may be able to continue further up here. Again, it's a little too early. When I see a situation like this, I don't love taking trades into it, but you can kind of see here there was a pretty obvious level previously where we saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 4. We had 24 hours of resistance at that level, broke straight through with a clean candle, came back down to retest there. So one can summarize or surmise that 2130, this little level here, is a likely support level for us. Okay, so it's tentative. Keep that in mind. It's not a guarantee, but it's something we want to pay attention to. Hourly time frame. Let's quickly note Ichimoku Cloud. Kind of see what's going on here with the Ichimoku Cloud. We can confirm that we are above the cloud, but we're below the baseline on the conversion line here. And then, of course, lagging spans free and clear the downside. These are usually two signs or indications that you, A, should have closed your long position in profit. If you are still in a long and you're in the red now because you got too greedy, man, what are you doing, folks? Come on. Stop listening to those moon boys. We got to rise against and make sure that people consider taking profits every once in a while. It's just literally the whole premise to being a profitable trader. Anyways, the whole reason why I'm being sarcastic about that is because it's ridiculous that somebody would have been this far in profit and still holding. I get that securing profits, letting the rest ride, we do that a lot ourselves, is a good idea, but straight up, if you got in and you're in the red now, I'm sorry, it's ridiculous. The point here being is that we have a lot of reasons where the price action is more likely to go down than up based on these momentous indicators, but we're still above this support range too. Okay, so again, if the price ends up doing one of these, I think a solid closure at $21.80, maybe $22, that would be a cause for wanting to take a long with confidence. For right now, if you take a long, it's just kind of like you're kind of throwing meat against the wall, seeing if it sticks. It may or may not, really just depends on temperature, right? There's a lot of things that couldn't go wrong, and it's just not a certain thing, if you will. Nothing's ever certain in trading, but there's statistical probabilities, and we don't have a large amount of statistical probabilities that AVAX is going to go up. Minus this obvious outlier here at $23 with liquidation, that isn't always a motivating factor, okay? So I think we just want to be patient and wait on this one, see if we can get a closure at $22 or higher first. Price comes down here to close below this local support at $21.25. That would be a cause for a short down to this 0.618 fib level, okay? Or a long to 23. So we got two different scenarios here. Both require the price action to move either up or down and not take a trade right now. So I know it's frustrating, isn't it? Watching this guy for 7-8 minutes of your life, wasting time wanting to get an answer from this guy, and yet he tells me to wait. Oh man, the nerve of this guy, right? So anyways, I say that sarcastically, of course, because it's frustrating that sometimes people will not listen to my advice. Again, everything I try to tell you here is just years of experience, just kind of trying to smash it all into one little video. So the truth is, the best traders are the most patient traders, and the traders who are patient are generally going to find better opportunities. You will miss a lot more opportunities, and that is part of it. Okay, if you can't handle that, you probably shouldn't trade, or more importantly, you just you use your own risk tolerance, and maybe day trading is better for you. Okay, because you're in and out all the time, you're able to feed that itch. But me personally, I prefer to wait and find better opportunities myself. So we're just not quite there yet. Anyways, I'll post our playout chart on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, and future reference, you're part of our premium Discord. Please note I have a newer trade alerts section where I provide you specific insight on coins that I'm covering, and more importantly, these are like pre-signals, if you will. So they turn into trade signals later, which inevitably look like this, right? Again, so just something to kind of think about. Make sure you enable all channels. You might have to go up to browse channels and show all. You might have to do that because, again, unfortunately, Discord's really bad about showing you when a new channel is created. So either way, that's all there for you. Don't waste the opportunities. I hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.